can't shut my mouth today. I'm feeling much better. The kids came back and all of a sudden I was happy again, and I think I'd got a little bit lonely and I was out of my heart and into my mind too much. And I allowed myself to be triggered by that silly blog, and there's a big part of me that's a little bit annoyed with myself that I even mentioned it and contributed towards it in some way. The thoughts and the feelings that it stirred up within me took too much out of me and allowed me to revert back to old programmed patterns of thoughts and my old need to retaliate in some way. So it triggered me more than I wanted to admit, and so I'm admitting it to myself here now so I can learn my lesson again. Learning lessons all the bloody time. I think another thing that sort of got on top of me was too many opinions on too many different things, and I don't want to, I feel like I always have to say this, but this is just my little video to myself. It's my little journal to document my ups and downs and to try and be as authentic as I can be. So I'm not going to delete that thing that I said earlier because it was way watered down. If I didn't have technical problems yesterday, I would have probably had to remove it, because the things that I was feeling from reading that were not where I need to be. And the kids and just being with people that activate my heart even more is just so beautiful and cleansing and wonderful. And I'm just so grateful for it. So yeah, I feel much better now. It's pretty late and I've had a real bad headache, since reading that yesterday and acknowledging the feelings that it stirred up within me. Sometimes, like I said before, sometimes I feel a bit immune to things which I'm not yet immune to and may never be immune to. But I'm living and learning, and I'm trying to concentrate on myself. And I haven't read anything about reptilians or archons or Anunnaki or any of this, and I don't spend my time listening to that either. And so I have unschooled, ignorant, sort of instinctive feelings about these. But again, it's like stuck record time. It's like, to me, it's misrepresentations of parts of ourselves, where the opposite parts of ourselves, the reptilian, the mammal, the left, the right hemisphere, whether it's underactive or overactive, the organic, the synthetic, the nature, the AI, just the balancing of the opposite energies within ourselves. That just feels like what it is to me, and I've been in my head too much, and I've got back to the heart through my kids. And you can get back to the heart, lots of ways if you're conscious and true to yourself. So just recording this little bit because I didn't have long to speak earlier, and I don't know, I just don't think that I'd got my full thoughts out in that bit that I said earlier. This really is therapy for me, and I get a little bit, my old self-conscious self comes back, and when I see that people have looked at what I've said, or the comments and everybody's individual opinions or stories sometimes make me feel unsure of myself, and I get a little bit, out of whack. And so I just can't be bothered with it all today. It's like I'm excited to post this little bit, get this little last bit off me, and switch my phone off for a bit, and just try and stay in the heart and float along in my free spirit, which I'm becoming accustomed to. And I can't stay in it forever because I'm not a Tibetan monk on top of a mountain. But I'm not a perfect person. Neither of us are. None of us are. And I don't think that superiority or blood group divisions helps anything either. I spoke to somebody earlier whose dad's a rhesus negative, and he's not a good guy. We can't all say that we're all these etheric teachers. I think there's good and bad within us all, regardless of blood types, and I think that bad auras, bad energies, and bad behaviours or symptoms of destruction, mental illness, whatever, I think that's all done through trauma. That's where the programming happens, and quite often we're fucked from an early age, whether it's consciously done to you or unconsciously done to you, and that's why mindful parenting is the way forward for the future generations. And that's something that I'm going to try and round up my thoughts on and think about more, instead of getting dragged into any type of nastiness or further division or attempts to divide that some people thrive in. It's not for me. I just want to carry on with my ascension in the best way that I can. So I'm going to, I've had quite a laugh as well since the kids have come back, and I'm just so grateful for them. I bloody love them. They're just amazing little creatures, and my goal is to instill as little trauma in them as I can, and to teach them what I think is right, and to let them be whoever they are organically, and that's all that matters to me, really. I want the future of humanity to be good for all our children and for us, but there's divisions happening everywhere you look, and I just don't want to be part of it. I don't think I'm superior to anyone. I don't think I know the answers to anything. I don't think I know anything. The only thing I know is who I am, what helps me and what doesn't help me, and what hurts my head is fear-based crap and too many steadfast opinions on things which are all just a personal thing for us all. So I'm just going to rewind myself from all this drama and cheer myself up a little bit more and get off to bed, and hopefully have a really good week. And I'll document whenever I can, and for myself, and I'll continue to support anybody's opinions that I feel are heart-based and good messages to pass on. So that's it, bloody blah. Night night.